Well, summer may be winding down, but schools are heating up. Two Greer canines got some much-deserved honors through an art exhibit, and there may be dragons coming to Greer City Park. We'll explain more inside Greer. Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm Steve Owens alongside Taylor Crouch, and we're looking forward to bringing you this first edition of Inside Greer. We'll be bringing you the latest information on all the news, all the events happening here in Greer, and we're looking forward to doing that on a every other week basis or so. So let's get right into it. Taylor?
Let's start the show with some trash talk. Meridian Waste, the City of Greer's contractor for curbside trash and recyclable collection, is moving from a 3-day to a 5-day per week collection schedule beginning August 30th. The new routes will impact the collection day for approximately 36% of Greer households. Meridian's Chief Operating Officer, Dave Lavender, told Greer City Council that the move is being done with both present and future in mind.
We saw this as the growth comes. We're not going to have to come back in a year or a year and a half and say, hey, we got to do another reroute. We've got it. We're very leveled out now, so we are anticipating the growth coming over the next couple of years. So all you're just going to do is be able to push a little bit more onto those existing routes. So we're not going to have to go back through a day change. But in my history, a 5-day work week, if we could be in here, it's just it's better for both of us. If something comes up, we're here. We can get it taken care of. Where if we're not here Thursday and Friday and we're have our assets somewhere else, it's going to be a lot more timely to get in here to do something.
Postcards and cart hangers have been sent to affected households. There's also a list at cityofgreer.org with new information.
Well, summer means back to school for kids across the upstate. To help prepare for the new school year, the Greer Police Department and its Citizens Academy Alumni Association hosted its annual Stuff a Cruiser event at Walmart. Generous shoppers stopped by the school supply section and helped stuff police cruisers with everything from crayons to backpacks for students in need.
Well, we didn't even know they were collecting. We were just shopping at Walmart and thought that's a great idea to help our kids. And everybody can do a little bit. There's glue and glue sticks from 2 for $1 up to $25 book bags. So anybody can help out a little bit.
Members of the Greer Police Department visited local schools and delivered those materials to teachers and administrators who will distribute the items as needed.
The dog days of summer took an artistic meaning this year. Local artist Janice McElligott featured Greer canine officers Boss and Ozzy in her exhibit A Dog's Life that runs through August 28th at the Artists Collective in Spartanburg.
There's just so much negative press as if everything's bad and everybody hates each other, or I'll even just villainizing everything. And I just thought, well, no, there's a lot of good that goes out there. So one of the sweetest things was meeting the canines and getting to meet them, and then realizing how much they help the community nobody even thinks about. I met Ozzy, the current one, and he had actually found a child that was lost with Down syndrome. And I just think, I don't think people are aware enough of how our police officers support us and go out and find even things like that. We don't even think about it. I had said that I didn't want to use stock photos. I didn't think stock photos would show what's right around us. And by meeting the people and the dogs, you could see the relationships. And yeah, I think it means a lot more.
It was lights, camera, action for the city on August 20th. That's when WSPA Television visited the city as part of its Zip Trip series. Fred Cunningham and Christine Scarpelli shared information about Greer businesses like Greer Golf. Cunningham also profiled the City of Greer Fire Department, specifically Battalion Chief Colby Means, as part of the broadcast First Responder Friday.
He's a tremendously focused and professional guy. He looks like the kind of guy that you want to have where he is, being a battalion chief when things are tough, because he just looks like he's got that cool, calm demeanor.
Deputy Chief Josh Holzheimer joined the broadcast live as Channel 7 took over Trade Street for the morning.
The Greer Police Department proudly lives up to its motto, policing is a partnership. And they put that motto into action when members of the department gathered with city residents to celebrate National Night Out in 4 neighborhoods in August. The annual event is an opportunity for neighbors and police officers to come together in a fun and relaxed setting. Giveaways, games, and free pizza made this a popular event every year.
A familiar smiling face at Greer City Hall has a new home. Giant Dude, the largest of the two dude sculptures around the city of Greer, was moved this week to the Edward R. Driggers City of Greer Center for the Arts, where he'll be a model for the visual arts. Giant Dude was installed at the entrance to Greer City Hall and Greer City Park by artist Scott Gerber in 2017.
Another popular summer event closed its series on August 21st this year. That's Tunes in the Park, which was held monthly during the summer at Greer City Park Amphitheater. At its finale, the Rhythm City Band kept visitors dancing into the evening with a mix of oldies and classic rock tunes. The finale also crowned the 2021 Greer Idol and Greer Idol Junior winners, Ashlyn Blakely and Olivia Frazier, respectively. Congratulations to you both.
The city's events division hosted its summer edition of the popular food truck rollout at Greer City Park in August. Folks turned out for live music and, of course, great menu options from food trucks. If you weren't able to make it out to the event, don't worry because the final food truck rollout of 2021 will take place on October 14th.
Knights, damsels, and even a dragon are coming to Greer on September 11th. Joining us now are Sir Marcus Berry and Lady Amy Bright, two reenactors who will appear at the first Upstate Renaissance Fair at Greer City Park. Thank you for joining us. Tell us what to expect at the Renaissance Fair.
Well, this is a one-day Renaissance Fair, and it's at Greer City Park, and we are really focusing on the spectacle, so especially the sword fighting and dance. So we have several people coming out. We have from Columbia, we have a group coming out, Palmetto Knights, and they do full steel combat, so you will get to see lots of sword and hear lots of clanging on armor. We also have Sword Carolina coming out, and they're historical European martial arts, and they will be fighting as well. And the Highland Games will be demonstrating.
What do you find attracts visitors to Renaissance fairs?
Well, there's three things that really capture people's attention. There's the fighting, there is the vending, and then of course there's the food. But we're going to be vending lots of medieval and Renaissance style things. We have clothing, for those who LARP, we have LARPing. Sir Marcus here has a huge collection of pewter that's just absolutely beautiful. We have people selling drinking horns. We have people selling wooden weapons. We have so many things that are going to be out there. And we even have people who are doing felted things that harken back to that era. So we're super excited. And then finally, we have the food. So we have turkey legs, and we have stuffed sausages, and we have Bavarian pretzels, and we have beer, and we have more. So that's going to be out there, and white wine and butter is going to be doing the majority of what we have to eat while we're there. So we're super excited about this day.
And Marcus, what attracts the reenactors to really bring this fair to life?
Those who participate generally are totally immersed in the culture. They do it. It's a lifestyle. Of course, it's great social networking. You meet a lot of great people, but it's recreation. But mostly, for folks like myself, it's the life I live. I try to immerse myself in it. The history, my home, if you ever saw it, reflects the architecture of the period. And even the drinkware, the serviceware I use in my home is authentic as well. I have a huge wardrobe. When I retired, the suits and ties went away. The master bedroom closet is now full of this. And I think that's what you'll find is a common thread in all those who participate in the Ren fairs, whether they're actors, performers, vendors, and the guests as well. Many guests who come. Maybe they don't do it on a full-time basis, but it's there to let that inner desire to be in this simpler time, this time of romance and drama and great tales of dragons.
And tell us more about the round table community that's hosting this fair.
The round table community is really working on having a renaissance of our own in the upstate. We've suffered a lot in the last 2 years, and we're doing our best to support local artists. And in this area, the tri-state area, we have people coming in from Tennessee and Georgia and North Carolina to vend, as well as to participate. So that's our big goal, is to really promote local artists and do it in a way that they aren't fearful for their income, and it can actually, this is a great way of getting their name out to the larger community and not just in this area. So Roundtable Community is the group behind this. We're organizing it, but it's the performers, it's the vendors, it's the food people, and then it's the people who are coming out that are really making this happen.
This is a family-friendly event, and there are weapons on site. How do you keep everyone safe?
When we go to a fair and there are many people about, we want to guarantee everybody's safety. So what we do is something called peace tying. First of all, we would request that you do not bring any sharps, no sharp bladed weapons. They can be dulled, they can be swords, daggers. Please refrain from large pole arms and spears, as they can be large and awkward and perhaps dangerous. But if you are wearing a weapon, whether it's blunt metal or plastic, please have it peace tied like this, a bright colored ribbon on it. Usually red indicates that I have a weapon, but I will not unsheath it. You are in no danger from me. I respect your safety, and I'm here to have fun.
And I understand you'll have some performance animals at the fair.
So by city ordinance, we can't have any animals coming in. So, don't bring your pet. But we will be having several animals there that will be there as demonstrations. So they are there as part of the education for the Renaissance. One of the things that we really value and what we're trying to promote is the educational aspect. So teaching and delighting, that's the best way of teaching. So we're doing our best to make sure that we're bringing in people who will have demonstrations on hand. Blacksmiths and food vendors and people like that, who will either be demonstrating what they do or explaining their craft in detail, in great detail, and just really letting you know why things are the way they are, and maybe even why they've changed or how they've changed. So don't be afraid to ask questions. You're going to have a chain mailer there. You can ask them about the chain mail and how that worked and how long it takes to put on a piece of mail or put together a shirt of mail, and how much it weighs. All of those questions, they've gotten them before, but don't be afraid to ask, because that's really why we're here, is to really help you understand more about a world that we're not from, but that we love and we gravitate toward. And the same with the fighters. Ask them, ask the dancers. Everyone that we've talked to has said, we really want to educate people about what we love and why we love it. And this tends to be a group that has just vast knowledge of lots of minutia. And so it's wonderful. You'll learn a lot.
For more information or to volunteer, visit upstaterenaissancefair.com. Sir Marcus Berry and Lady Amy Bright, thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Inside Greer. We very much look forward to joining the Renaissance Fair on September 11th at the Kingdom of Greer City Park.
The City Park is a beautiful, spacious venue, and we are thankful for that.
The Edward R. Drigger City of Greer Center for the Arts is hosting an exhibition of upstate artist Tom Gardner's paintings through October 30th. An artist reception is set from 6 until 8:30 p.m. on September 14th at the center located at 804 Trade Street. The public is invited.
Oktoberfest returns to Greer Station in 2021, albeit in September. That's September 18th to be exact, when downtown Greer turns into a German village for the day. Enjoy food, drink, music, dancing, a 5K run and walk, and even a 50K bike race. Check it out on Facebook events for all the details.
The Greer Cultural Arts Council is inviting the upstate to an arts fair September 18th. Come check out local artists and enjoy fun, food, and entertainment at the Edward R. Drigger City of Greer Center for the Arts at 804 Trade Street. The fair runs from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Thank you for joining us on this first edition of Inside Greer. We look forward to coming back with you every other week, and we'll keep you up to date with information on news and events happening right here in Greer.
And for now, we'll leave you with the vocal talents of our 2021 Greer Idol, Ashlyn Blakely.